Supplementary Material Study 4. My name's Ben.
And I'm Jonathan.
We're looking at the exclusivity of Christianity. And we start with the logic of exclusivity. Jesus' claims don't allow any neutral ground. Jesus himself didn't claim to be a way, a truth, or a path among many. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. John 14, verse 6. Now that's not an arrogant claim. It's a clear one because it forces a decision. Either Jesus is who he says he is, or he is wrong. C.S. Lewis framed this powerfully by saying, Jesus did not leave us the option of saying that he was just a great moral teacher. He was either a liar, a lunatic, or Lord.
You might have heard the analogy of the elephant and the blind man to try to argue why all ways lead to God. Of course, this is in contrast to what Jesus claimed, that he's the only way. Well, this is how the popular story goes. Several blind men touch an elephant. One feels the trunk and says it's a snake. Another feels the leg and says it's a tree. Another feels the side and says it's a wall. The moral, all religions have part of the truth, but none see the whole. Now, on the surface, it sounds like not a bad analogy, but here's the logical flaw in that parable. The only way to say all the blind men are partly right and partly wrong is to claim that you can see the whole elephant. That's a claim to ultimate knowledge, the very thing the story tries to deny. It's not humble, it's actually arrogant. Only someone who sees the whole truth can say others only have part of it. Jesus doesn't claim to know part of the truth, he claims to be the truth.
Number 3. But don't all religions pretty much say the same thing? Now that sounds tolerant to say that all religions lead to God, but under examination it breaks down because the differences across beliefs are not just superficial, they are contradictory. They cannot all be true at the same time.
Another interesting thought is truth by nature is exclusive. Truth is, by definition, exclusive. If two claims contradict each other, they can't both be right. 2 + 2 = 4 excludes the statement, the idea that 2 + 2 = 5. Jesus is the risen Son of God excludes Jesus died and stayed dead. Christians believe that God has made a way, not many ways, and that this way is open to all people, but it's still one way.
Here's the good news though. Jesus makes an exclusive claim that is also radically inclusive. The exclusivity of Jesus isn't harsh, it's radically gracious. Because the good news of Jesus is that no one is too far gone. No culture is excluded. No level of morality is required. As Paul says, everyone, anyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. Romans 10 verse 13. Christianity then is exclusive in truth, but inclusive in invitation.